Alright, hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to share with you guys some ways to raise your vibration and keep your vibration high, especially right now. And I'm going to put up a chart either on this side or on this side, because I don't know which side I'm going to do it on the vibrational frequency chart of where we should be as a collective, right? So we have the omega, we have the alpha. And what we want to be in is in the omega, the happiness, the blissful, the I can do whatever I want, in that God-like energy. Of course, not that we are God, but God has my back regardless. And that will keep you going. That will help you with your manifestation. That will help you get to the destination you want to get to. That's going to help you become who you want to become, who you need to become, who you're destined to be. And then we have the alpha, which is the lower vibrational frequency, which would be the fear, the malice, the jealousy, the violence, and corruption, which is something we have all been faced with in our life before all the stuff that's going on in the world. But we know right now there's just a lot of fear going on. There's a lot of warfare, actually, I want to say, and so many people are unaware that they're under spiritual warfare or spiritual attack. And so of course they're going to allow these lower vibrational frequencies to control them. When it comes to raising your vibration, it's all about being in the vibrational state, the law of vibration, because everything in the earth is always moving. Okay, everything is vibration, everything is energy, and everything is frequency. And once we begin to understand that and fully live by that, we will be able to adapt and bring our awareness to our own vibrational state of where we are currently. I do want to mention a lot of us, including myself, we have spoken about how there's a split going on. It has been a split going on in the world. And it's not that we want to divide or anything like that, like, oh, we have to divide from these people. The goal is to come together. However, we can't wait for everybody. So of course there's a split going on, and so it's like a tug of war when it comes down to who you are as a person, your old belief systems, your old value systems, and that's where the warfare is at, really. It's trying to bring you back down when we need to go up, because it's only up here, you know what I'm saying? We raising our vibrations. That's what we're doing. We're keeping our vibes high. We are trying to keep in the vibrational state of the earth, because the vibration on the earth is definitely raising within consciousness. The goal is to be in a transcendental state, meaning be in that state of consciousness, that state of in this world but not of this world. Basically, there's so much more. That's the state of mind or state of being that we should opt to be in. Of course, we can't be in that all the time. I know I'm talking a lot, but we can't be in that all the time 24/7, obviously. And keep in mind, there are many different ways to raise your vibration. These ways that I'm going to talk about are just things that I personally have practiced, have done research on, and also have been guided to do. So let's get into the first way of raising your vibration. Changing your diet. Eating a more fruit, veggie-based diet, adding more fruits and veggies to your diet as much as you can. And I know this is very controversial because a lot of people are also, high vibrational, still enlightened, still have raised their consciousness eating meat, including myself. And I actually still eat meat. However, I have been being guided to cut out meat for the past year now. And so I realized and have paid attention to when I did start including more veggie style meals into my diet, and no meat meals because there is plant-based, there's raw vegan diets, there's vegetarian, there is vegan. And I think that it takes time, of course, and there's you just got to start with one or the other. When I started adding these different types of diets into my routine, I noticed that my energy was more lighter. I felt more ready to get up and like get things done. My body didn't feel weighed down. And if you notice, when we do eat meat, or like dairy, you know how that can affect you. But it not only affects you physically, it does affect you energetically and spiritually, because we know that animals are also living beings. They also hurt as well. So when we eat meat, we are combining our hormones with the other animals' hormones, plus the processed stuff they do and the chemicals they do to the meat, which is affecting us in our bodies. But eating this way helps you to become more compassionate to not only yourself, but to each other and to the world, to the planet, to the animals and things like that. Because eating meat is actually something that was supposed to be done for survival. And when we think about it, we eat it like we having a hard time surviving, like everybody does. And so I definitely see that coming into the world, and it's all about avoiding diseases such as cancer, diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and keeping our energy in alignment with us by eating a diet through Mother Nature, if that makes sense. And I also wanted to mention that, as I stated before, that yes, you can be this high vibing person, this spiritual person, because we all are already spiritual, and eat whatever you want. However, there's a reason why people, when they embark on their journeys and they're trying to get into this, amazing state of being, they change their diet. And it is more so a spiritual and body connection, like an alert. So your spirit will alert your body as you continue to genuinely and intentionally walk your new path consciously. You are more consciously aware, meaning you are going to be disconnected from certain things. Your body will alert you. So take that into consideration, that everything happens in moderation. You may not necessarily cut out meat, high processed foods, sugary foods, whatever it is, forever, but you may practice this just in your life, but not necessarily never eat meat again. But of course that depends on the person. I did want to say that, as well as there's many reasons of eating this way, but the goal is to gain awareness and be in a light energy. So we have to intake foods that intake light, which will be plants, seeds, things like that. So I hope that made sense. That takes light from the sun, by the way. All right, peace. By the way, there's a lot of different reasons to eat vegan, of course, to go more plant-based, but those are just a few of my reasons of why I went or have been adding these type of meals into my diet. So yeah, there's so many flies out here. It's not giving. All right, so fasting is going to be another way, of course, to raise your vibration and keeping your vibration high. And I think that fasting should be done intentionally, but also when guided to. Like, you'll have an inner knowing when to not eat a certain day or not eat too much, or you may not feel called to eat in the morning but eat later that evening. We know that fasting is mainly for food, or at least that's what we have grown up knowing about. But I do want to say fasting can be done in a variety of ways, such as fasting from technology, fasting from TV, or just whatever attachments that you have, like survival attachments that you have. When you do these things, disconnect from these attachments, we are basically able to become more disciplined. We learn more discipline within us. It's not easy to do when you first fast, especially from food, I want to say, but I've noticed how my energy does shift. It's like when I do eat raw or eat more plant-based foods and diets, I notice my energy is more, oh my god. So back what I was saying was, from ancient times, we know that fasting has been a way to connect with the Most High, and still to this day it is. But not only does it have spiritual benefits, but we know that it has physical benefits for our body, such as releasing toxins in the body, helps to clear and cleanse our colon, regenerate our cells in the body, and it renews us. It renews our minds. I feel like it helps us to get more clear more calm. Anxiety is released. Like, things are more peaceful in your mind, especially. And so when we fast, we are overall raising our vibration. We are getting into a state of peace, of tranquility. And it takes time to do this. I truly recommend everybody to try fasting, especially when your body calls you to do it, or if you're someone on a journey to connecting with God in a way, like you're on a journey to building your connection with God, and you feel called to fast for 3 days, for 2 days, or whatever the case may be. I know that people fast as well for warfare and just to fight off certain battles, and they work, you know, they do work, because you are showing your intention behind, you know, your sacrifice, basically. Next, we have celibacy. The reason why I say celibacy is going to help you raise your vibration and keep your vibration high is because it is the most powerful, most potent energy, life force there is, because we create with this energy. We create another life, another human being that then can create life. But we also can create other things through our thoughts and through our own just alignment within our vibration. When it comes down to sex, it's that we need to have sex in a loving way, in an authentic way, in a way where it is not based upon lust or desire. And I can now say and understand why certain religions, or most religions, every religion, states that it should be no sex before marriage. And that's because there is spiritual attachments that you can have with a person through lust and desire, if it's not out of love or authentic connection. And for myself, though, I personally believe in celibacy for my own sexual transmutation, which the goal is to use that energy within us through our chakra system and through our senses. If we live in our lower chakra system through our sexual desires and lust, we can become overly animalistic, fall into the ego, and becoming just a terrible person. We also know that sexual entities let me go back. We also know that sexual STDs are very real, right? Physical STDs, but also spiritual STDs are also real. But if you are someone of a higher vibration, right, and you interact with someone, you mesh with someone, you connect with someone, you're now connected with someone who was lower vibrational. The lower vibrational thoughts, feelings, whatever unhealed traumas they have is going to attach to you, period, point blank. Because we know the dark is attracted to the light. If you're not aware, you're going to then fall into that lower vibrational way of thinking about yourself. And you're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I felt good. All of a sudden, things are falling downhill. You don't feel passionate about life no more. You feel ugly. You feel low self-esteem. And I've been in this situation. And what was really going on is that your energy is being harvested by this person because you guys are not on the same vibration. Even if you guys may have the same lifestyle, y'all heart space is not in alignment with each other. So y'all not going, it's not going to work. Okay. But on the other hand of this, when it comes down to the spiritual STDs, that's where the entities, the spirits, which is very real, will attach itself to you. Spiritual entities and spirits and things like that connect through soul ties, soul attachments that you probably wouldn't even be in if you didn't attach yourself to this person. So then you got to do all this clearing on yourself. You know, as men and women, a lot of men practice the no-fab. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know what it is, and I salute you for that, okay? But all that stuff is very real, and it can lower your vibration. So when you're practicing celibacy, though, with intention, the intention to practice celibacy, to raise your vibration, to be in that state of love and blissfulness, to go into that transcendental state, it's a whole lot to this, I'm gonna be honest, and I don't want to make this video too long in this one, but the goal is to be in this blissful state of mind, not to be in our animalistic nature. But yeah, the goal with celibacy is to, it actually, you know, it helps us become more attractive, first of all, but it helps us to connect with ourselves a lot more. Learn who you are through your celibacy. I noticed for me, I started to become extremely focused because I knew I was practicing celibacy for my own reasons. Like, I know I was guided to practice celibacy still to this day. Everybody's different for how long they practice it, and if you are considering to, you know, sleep with someone, question like, why? Like, is this person really worthy of me? Like, is this person really worthy of it? Am I gonna really deal with this person long term? Create a sacred space. Okay, create a sacred space. Creating a sacred space is what's going to help you raise your vibration, whether it be through a routine in the morning or at night. But through this sacred space is where you're going to set your intentions. You're going to do your affirmations. You're going to do your meditations, your incantations for your day, through your week, and for your month. And this will be a place that you go to, whether it be like a park like myself, a beach. I wish I had a beach nearby. That would be awesome. But a beach, your own place in your home, where you can go to clear your mind. If you had an interaction with someone that pissed you off, you can go to clear your energy, just talk to the Most High. Like, this is a place where you can connect to God, and this is where you can do your journaling, your meditations, and all the things that I named previously. Through this sacred space, you're raising your vibration because you're creating a place where you can empower yourself. Like, we all need self-empowerment. Again, this is where you connect with the Most High. If you do connect with your ancestors or your spiritual team, this is a place where you connect with them as well. This is what's going to help you raise your vibration as well, because you always have something to come back to ignite. Being of service and being kind to others. This is going to help you to raise your vibration, because we know that giving, when you give to someone, there's something that ignites in our heart. Like, even if you don't want to give that homeless man the $5, $1, something in you is like, feels good. Now you didn't give your whole check away. It's something that does something to the human body when you give to others. And again, that helps to open yourself up to giving and receiving. That's how this world works. We have to be in a state of giving and receiving in order to receive the things that we want. We have to be in that state of giving and receiving, because that's how life is. Life is always growing. Trees are always growing. Birds are always growing. Things are always dying and coming alive. It's like a give and receive, give and take type of thing. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Be kind to others as well, such as opening the door if you don't have money to give. Just, hi, how are you? Smiling at people and saying a little joke. Like, I'm learning these things myself as someone who is was an extreme introvert. I've noticed how I truly do love talking to people and communicating. So just trying to be kind to others and respecting others is what's going to, you know, keep that compassion within your heart. And yeah. Moving your body, yeah. So moving your body is going to help release any stagnant energy within your body. It helps to release the happy, what is it called? The happy energy. I don't know if that's the energy. Releases endorphin. Anyways, yes, it releases that happy emotion within you. And we all know when we work out and you know what I'm saying, we have a bad day, as soon as you work out, you feel like Superman, Superwoman. You feel real good, you feel real powerful, you can handle your day. So make sure you're getting in some good workouts in. And also, if you are someone who weight trains, try to actually move your body, such as doing some running, some dancing. That's some things I'm trying to get back into doing myself, because that's where you're really moving your body. You're really getting all those things inside your body, all waking up and ready to boop boop. You know what I'm saying? We waking up stagnant energy because we want the positive energy to flow within our body. And lastly, we have shadow work. Shadow work. We already know what shadow work is, but shadow work is what's going to help raise your vibration, because you are healing yourself through your traumas, so that way you can release the old and step into the new. I recommend doing shadow work whenever you feel guided to. Like, there will be times where you're feeling down and something will tell you, go do some shadow work. Why did you just get triggered? Why do you feel the way you do? Go do some shadow work. Release that mental chaos so that you can be in a state of flow. And that's all there is to it. We know shadow work helps with a variety of many other things, but make sure you're doing the shadow work as much as you can whenever you feel guided, and you're gonna be good to go. Of course, there's other things to raise your vibration, such as changing your music, listening to more podcasts or things that just align with you, and changing your the type of people you hang around. All those things are going to benefit to raising your vibration that I didn't mention, but the things that I did mention are going to be extremely helpful. I hope it is. I hope it is. I hope it is. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all have an amazing day whenever you guys watch this, amazing night, and stay tuned for my next video. Peace out.